Wonderfest Shanghai 2020 just finished this weekend. There was a lot of really cool stuff to discuss. I'll do that next segment because I was going to jump into that. And then some news came straight from Japan, specifically from the ever-reliable auto-base Achi, specifically Snakas, who gets all the latest news directly from Takara-Tomy. And one of them that we got here is a reveal of a Generation Selects Japan Takara-Tomy Mall website, EarthRise Barricade. Now, the thing with this, before we get into that, is we knew about an EarthRise Barricade because of Walmart listings many months ago, and that really makes us go, how is the distribution of this character going to work? Is he going to be a Walmart exclusive? Are we going to get him through the Hasbro Pulse website? I'm pretty sure one of those two will be a reality, more so probably the Walmart one, due to that listing being registered in their archive. But here in Japan, as it stands right now, because it's also shown with the Japanese box of Generation Selects, it's going to be a Generation Selects exclusive. And it is what we pretty much expected. They took one of the Datsun brother molds and they turned it into Barricade, much like they did with the Siege line. Now, in this case, they're using, obviously, the smokescreen mold, and they're using the light bar from Prowl, and he looks pretty good. One thing to note, though, that's interesting is the way that they rolled out the gang molding of the coloring. So there actually is some extra paint here straight up instead of just molded in colored plastic. So that's a nice little touch. Again, the two shoulder cannons, the gun combines, make the whole stuff. He looks good. He looks really good. Again, if you were really excited about that old Siege one, having that movie character expand more into the G1 universe, now we continue that even more. And I think the only thing that's just, it's kind of shame that they didn't find, like, you know, to punish and enslave, to kind of fit that on the back of the rear fender. But otherwise, it looks good. You know, carbon fiber hood going on there. All little kinds of details and stuff. Still looks nice. But not much to say. It's more just interesting how they're going to roll this out for the Western market. Now, granted, just like how, you know, when people were confused about Abominus and Grimlock and the Dinobots being Takara-Tomy Mall exclusives and Generation Select stuff like that, that's primarily because those molds didn't exist in the Japanese market, even though we got them over here through Power of the Primes. I think that maybe in the case of Barricade here too, it's more just he doesn't fit in with the future plans of probably, like, let's say, Kingdom's import rollout over there. So this is probably a better fit for it to be a Generation Selects in the Japanese market, where over here, you know, we have different lines. You know, this is someone that could be put into a EarthRise, a future EarthRise Netflix exclusive line, let's say, in the future, much like they did with Siege. Who knows? Like, there's many different ways we could go about this. But let me know what you think about this pretty cool looking guy. Again, we're going to probably learn more about that Western release as time progresses, but that Walmart listing is very telling.